that's certainly a crew to pick from. So back we go to something that EA found down the back of the sofa and decided to stuff into a Mega Drive cartridge. And this is one from the wild side of things, as this is another PC conversion. But in its defence, the PC release is like from a year before, rather than like half a decade we've had with some of the other releases they've done. A year is like, well, that's like a proper luxury. That almost makes this a topical release. I mean, I can't imagine there's much of an audience crossover, but you know, no matter, let's get into it. This is, well, it's an RPG but mixes a few tropes. It's kind of real time, so you go about this overworld, but you're not really one guy, you're actually in charge of an army, so you go around, and when you walk into a bad guy, it's actually a big bad guy army that you then have a big turn-based fight with, and generally lose to like this, and oh well, guess it's back to the title screen to pick someone else and start again. I mean, this is one where you really need to read the manual, or better yet, like a big juicy strategy guide. You know what, I bet the PC version came with one. 1990 is in that sweet spot for big box games full of stuff before DVD cases ruin it for everyone. Had a quick Google for it, or rather DuckDuckGo'd it because of the other one's current stance on things. And you do get a nice reference card and stuff. They don't skimp too much with the Genesis manual, which runs to a sweet 60 odd pages. I can't find a similar PDF for the UK manual, but you know it must have either been really condensed or really small text to fit in all the European languages for it. Point is, this is a beefy game to be sticking onto a keyboardless games console. But you know what? I do think there's something here. Rich agrees, giving the game 80% overall, saying, I thought this was going to be an average RPG, but in fact it's not all bad. Which, yeah, I know, faint praise and all that, but he's right, it's not all that bad. I mean, I can't compare it to the PC original, but there's something to wandering about the overworld, finding stuff and trying to dodge baddies and going on a boat to get to other places. It's a game that, if I did do live streams, might be something I'd quite fancy doing. After sitting down and reading the manual, obviously. But yeah, we can agree with this one.